Today we're going over the top 5 biggest obstacles you're gonna face as a new real estate agent. Stay tuned. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, my name is Aram. I'm a real estate agent here in the Chicagoland area. And this video, as you read from the title, is the 5 biggest obstacles new real estate agents face when getting into the business. I think if you can figure out a solution to these 5 items I'm about to list, and I'm gonna give you the solutions and how to go about, solving them, figuring them out, I think you will have a successful career right off the bat. Your first year, second year, third year, continued. And if you end up enjoying this video, please just take one moment and hit that like button, and then leave your comments, concerns, feedback, whatever you want. You can talk about my big notes if you want. Just leave it in the comments for the algorithm. And then every single one of those will get a reply. And if you're not subscribed, for the love of God, subscribe. I need your help. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. And if I help you with your problems, please help me with my problems. And with that being said, let's get to obstacle number 1. And that is most real estate agents, after getting their real estate license, have absolutely no knowledge about the real estate industry, how to be a real estate agent, how it all works, how to make any type of money, how your money is divided. You have absolutely no knowledge, all right? Now, if you've been following me long enough, you have some knowledge, so you've been lucky. But if you're new to the channel, you're probably as clueless as I was or as other new agents who are getting into business. Because, again, I said getting into business. So it's like starting a new business from scratch. So there's really nobody there to help you, and there's really gonna be no knowledge to be given. You have to go reach out and figure everything out on your own. So that's the obstacle. Let me give you the solution. One of the best ways you're gonna gain knowledge is gonna be through podcasts for real estate agents. There's a bunch of them out there. If you want, leave it in the comments and I'll make a video on that as well. Through books, there's a bunch of books on how to be a real estate agent. There are courses you could take for how to be a real estate agent. There's my YouTube channel and many other creators like myself who share their journey, their lessons, their mistakes, everything they learn along the way. There's also that for you to learn from. So if you have no knowledge, I would recommend you get to learning, get to reading, get to listening, get to watching a bunch of real estate agent interviews and learning how they got their business, some of the obstacles they faced, and every single person has a different journey, and eventually you will find someone that has a very similar background as you, and then you will relate to them, and then you'll be able to learn from them. And obviously, if you are able to find a local mentor that can kind of guide you, or somebody on a real estate agent on Instagram like myself, definitely add them, follow them, stay up to date with them, see if you can reach out and add any type of value, help them out so that way they can help you out, and that's one way you can learn the industry. But I'm assuming you already have your license, so if you're already licensed and you're trying to work, go to your managing broker with any small ticky-tacky stuff, and then if nothing else works, there's gonna be real estate agents in your office. This is why it's important to have a brick and mortar office. Reach out to them, ask them questions, become friends with them, because they will help you out as I help other new agents as I see them. Obstacle number 2, no steady income. Of course, you saw this one coming. This is a business, which means you're 100% commission based. You have no money coming in. And when you start a brand new business, it takes a few months, sometimes a few years, to get it off the ground, get the momentum, and have enough consistent income where you can actually rely on it, right? In your first guaranteed 6 months, you are not gonna have a steady income stream at all. You might make a few $100s, you might make a few $1,000s, but it's gonna be like 3 months on, 2 months no money, 1 month check, 4 months no money. Like that is how it's going to begin. So it's important that getting into the business, you have contingencies in place. For example, I got into the real estate business with $3,700 cash to my name, period. That's all I had. That ran out within about 3 months. But my contingency plan was I had already signed up for Uber, so if I wasn't able to make any money, I was able to drive Uber on the weekends after real estate was done, and I was able to make enough money to stay in business. The key with obstacle number 2, this is what knocks out a lot of people. Without having any knowledge, see, obstacle number 1, you have no knowledge in the industry, which means you're gonna have a very long, hard time trying to make some money. And when you're not, again, get to obstacle number 2, when you're not making any money, it's hard for you to stay in business, right? You can't cover your expenses, you have bills, you got a family to take care of, you got to feed yourself, and then before you know, you're worn out and you quit, right? So if you can get ahead of it, have enough savings, or have a part-time job that's not gonna get in the way of your business, or lower your expenses before you get into the business. These are all things you could do to kind of combat this problem that you're gonna have no matter what you do. Obstacle number 3, there will be no guidance. Again, this is your own business. You're on your own. You got to figure everything out on your own. So do not ever rely on another individual to help you out. You have to take initiative. You have to take action every single day to figure out your problems. Ultimately, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you got to be a problem solver. Whether you don't have any clients or you have clients, you're going to be facing problems every single day. And oftentimes, they're going to be problems you've never faced before. So you're going to have to learn from experience as well. But no guidance does not mean it has to stay that way. Again, there's a lot of agents around you that'll be happy to help you. There's a lot of resources out there that can help you out, like podcasts, books, YouTube channels like myself. And your managing broker oftentimes will answer a lot of the questions you would have about codes, ethics, and things like the violations or things along those lines. And obviously, this is where mentorship is going to come in handy as well, like I mentioned earlier. If you can find a mentor, great. Oftentimes, the unfortunate part is even if the brokerage you're with assigns a mentee or mentor to you, they're not that good. Or they just don't care about your success because they got their own thing going on, right? So again, it comes down to like, you got to fend for yourself. And as long as you arm yourself with the knowledge you need to be successful, you have figured out the way to have enough income to stay in business, the no guidance part will not be a major obstacle. It will hinder you a little bit, but you can get past it. And when you get past it, you will figure out the next obstacle in front of you is lead generation, okay? Now you have the knowledge, right? You're able to stay in business. You have some guidance, some idea of what you're doing. How on earth do you get business? That is by far, I would say, the biggest obstacle you're gonna face as a new agent and as an experienced agent, and then as a failing agent. Across all boards or a prospective agent, lead generation. If you could figure out this part of your business, everything else will fall in place. And I made a video where I talk about the 10 different ways you can generate business as a real estate agent. So I'll link it up there for you to go and take a look at it. In my personal opinion, if you're a brand new real estate agent, obviously it's gonna be hard to get business. So you have to give it time. You gotta give it time for your network, your sphere to mature and actually bring you business. For all the actions you take to actually mature and bring you money, profit, right? So that being said, the best way you're gonna get business is your personal circle, your sphere of influence, your best friend, your aunt, your grandma, whoever it is, whoever's closest to you that already likes you and wants to help you out. That's where you're gonna get your first clientele from. I, as a new agent, completely ignored this section of business and I paid a hefty price for it. So make sure that you don't, because this was an obstacle for me as well, lead generation. I went a different route. I went cold calling to figure that problem out. But I wish somebody did tell me, but I didn't listen, to focus on my sphere of influence at the same time. And finally, one of the biggest problems with having no knowledge, no income, no guidance, and trying to figure out your lead generation is you're gonna be pulled in a million different directions. Should I cold call? Should I door knock? Should I send postcards? Should I do YouTube videos? Should I do Instagram? Should I do TikTok? What type of TikToks? Should I do on LinkedIn, Facebook? There's a bajillion ways to go about it. However, an obstacle you're gonna face is not having any structure to your day, because there's no more a boss. There's nobody over you saying, hey, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do that. You don't have to do anything. You can succeed on your own and you can fail on your own, right? So a lot of agents don't have structure in their day, and that's the biggest obstacle, and here is why. I would say this and lead generation, I've saved the worst for last, right? Having no structure to your day is pretty much like, I don't know, trying to play football with no arms, right? It's very hard, because the way you're gonna gain success and get business is taking action consistently over time, right? And having a structured day is what's gonna allow you to stay consistent and take action long enough for all your cold calls, for your follow-up, for your postcards, for your social media content to mature and actually lead to you getting business that you close on. Structure is the name of the game. And I think I made a video about how to structure your day or how to schedule your day as a new real estate agent. Go ahead and click that, watch it. I think that's gonna bring you a lot of value as well. One thing I will say about structuring your day, it's very important that you have as much self-awareness as possible, because we all know, as much as we wanna believe that we're hard workers, some of us are lazy. I'm one of those people, okay? So don't put like 15 hours of work in your schedule, because you know damn well you're not gonna do 15 hours of work 5 days a week for 52 weeks. It's not gonna happen, right? So set up a schedule for yourself that is not gonna overwhelm you, that you could do every single day consistently. That way you could get action. Here's an example. If let's say you do 5 hours of work a day, but it's like effective, focused, high impact activities you're doing for 5 hours a day. That's 25 hours a week you're working in your business just during the week. But let's say you had a schedule where you're gonna work 10 hours a day in your business. But 2 days later you get burnt out, so you take 3-4 days off. You come back, you do another 10-hour day, another 10-hour day. You do it for 3 days, then you get burnt out again. You get lazy, and then you don't want to go back to work on Thursday. Now all that work you did for the last 30 hours, useless, because you didn't get a chance to follow up. You didn't do the task that you promised your clients you would do, and it all goes to shit. So have a structured day and set it up in a way that you know for a fact that you will be able to stick to, and do it over time, and that's how you're gonna do well. So those are the 5 biggest obstacles you're gonna face as a new real estate agent. So if you have any other questions, like, comment, subscribe. I'm here to help. Take care. Bye.